And we are live.
What it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? Y'all don't even know how lit today is. It's Monday. It's Memorial Day. And we got a great show lined up. We got my man KV. What it do, Honcho?
What it do? What it do, yeah?
Now look.
How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing?
Now look, man. I know that I know that you spoken on some good over there. This is like I like these shows when everyone has a nice good strand, a nice good thing that they are prepared and ready for this show. I hope everyone got their J's rolled up because this show is definitely going to be spicy. Now, KV,
Yeah.
you working on a new project, huh?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about it, my man.
So it's actually a fast song EP. I'm gonna send
Yeah,
you. I think I sent you the picture in your DM.
yeah.
Yeah. See, I do. I make cover arts and shit now, so I just like made that. But the name of the junk called Forever Big 250, which
Yeah.
you should know. My brother Big 250. I'm gonna forever rock his name out through everything. You know what I'm saying?
I've
I
been
got
seeing I've been seeing you on that movement lately, and that's a real big, powerful movement right there. Shout out to little bro, big bro. You know what I'm saying? How everything went down. We ain't gonna talk about that. But with that movement, you know what I'm saying, we're trying to keep your brother's memory, you know what I'm saying, and keep his name going strong. Um, with the new project, I seen the video. Yeah, I seen the video. Dope visual. Dope visual. Like, are you gonna, like, is this project gonna be mostly like the new single?
uh. So I haven't even picked a new single out yet.
Yeah.
Put it down, but just wait for it, cause I'm gonna do a deluxe tour too.
Do you feel pressure doing a dedication album?
Nah, cause so every song I do now, I don't really be on that drill section no more. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got a pass. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know. You know what I'm saying? It speaks for itself. It's more of a I'm actually finding my own lane right now. I'm finding the lane that actually suits me.
Right.
I it's like expressing myself on the beat. It's just it feels better than telling a nigga I see my op catch me drop 30 shots. Nah, bro, I'm not beefing with nobody right now. I got kids. I'm working. You know me? I'm more trying to rebuild my whole myself. So
Yeah.
with my music, I'm rebuilding. You know what I'm saying myself and my brand around.
Nah, like that's actually one of the biggest things that everyone seems to be focusing on right now. The brand. You
Mm-hmm.
know, it's like one of the major things. So look, in finding your lane, did you have to go back, or was it like just to keep on moving forward type process?
Nah, it was I. So when I dropped Long Live Big 250, it was like when people heard that song, they was like, "Bruh, that's you, bruh. That's it. Keep stick to this, bruh. Stick to this." Nah, fuck you think I'm, you know what I'm saying? That it was me. Fuck you think I am, bro. I'm out here. Like
You
nigga,
don't
I'm
want to be in
really,
no box.
you know what I'm saying? I'm really out here, bro. This is not new. I'm not fabricating none of this shit I did. You know what I'm saying? This is actually real life written for I got niggas from back in the day 10, 15 years ago, like, damn, bro, you back in the day, you was wild as shit, bro. Like you done chill the fuck out. Nah, bro,
Yeah.
this shit is history. Now it's like who else what I gotta prove to anybody else for? I know who I got to protect. I know what you know what I'm saying. So it's more of a let me show y'all like where I came from, how I came up. Let me put that in the song. Let me put my inner feelings in this song. Let me put my all. Let me get this shit in my all because I got people that's really depending on me.
Right.
That's you know what I'm saying that want me to make it. So at first it was more of a I ain't really doing that shit for real. You know I told you that I wasn't really doing this shit for real.
Yeah. I remember. That's why I was like, I'm like, shoot. The crazy part about it is, in doing this, you're building more so a body of work.
Yeah, and see, this will be my second project that I done dropped. I dropped my first project was hold on, hold on. I gotta get
Did you just forget the name of your first project?
it. Yeah, I'm happy, bro. I'm happy, bro.
Hey, you know
Look,
what?
hold up. Hey, nah. It's funny, right? I think it's the same way.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So like, I was
Oh
like,
no, okay. So first jump was Forever Scar,
right,
was forever. It's I'm still sticking with the forever. You know what I'm saying? Forever. It's forever. The addition I like it's like now it's like I'm scarred by a lot of shit. But me losing my brother scarred me the most. You know what I'm saying?
right.
That's a wound that I don't think it was gonna ever heal.
It won't.
So
And
so
it's
it's like
crazy. It won't. It won't ever heal. You know what I'm saying? We
so
just have to get through that shit.
I thought of that. I got a real loud wound that won't heal for nothing. So what's a good name I can name it? Forever, 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 forever. And then I was listening to my mind. Shout out to Most Official. I was listening to my mind. The name of his mixtape is Open Scars. Open Scars.
Okay.
I'm sitting down with him like, man, I'm trying to use that scar name. Like, I'm trying to use that scar. He like, man, I don't give a fuck. That's what I like. I don't give a fuck. He like, you know how many niggas got the same name with mixtape, bruh? Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm
Right.
like, bruh, like, actually gonna have meaning behind it. Like, nigga asked me something what it meant. But, well, Forever Scarred is basically my opening mixtape. I got 13 songs on it, couple features. Shout out to Big Homie. Byro, shout out my homie. Gap, Backwood, Most Official, YSL, Jerry. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to them for actually helping me drop that project.
Facts. Now, are you still with the SPL team?
I just sat back with them.
Now I remember. Now it's crazy because last time you were on my show, what was it, like a year and a half ago?
Yeah,
Okay, and you had just dropped you was like really on the road then.
yeah. I wanted. I didn't even drop nothing there. I was just having. I just had songs.
Right.
I saw at that time, right? At that time, I didn't have the fundamentals to know how to drop my song on
Okay.
all platforms, and it was like I wasn't getting no help. I'm signed to a label, but I ain't really getting the help. Like I'm trying to learn, so I ain't really gotta use. You know what I'm saying, use your fundamentals or use you per se. I can start branching off on my own,
Right.
still represent the home team, but branch off my own, get my shit together. That didn't work out. Had a big fallout. Blah blah. I wind up getting my shit together. Like, and I was actually smoking with a female, and she told me.
Get your shit together.
He was like, I got my phone on United Masters, and she got
I hate United Masters.
what's the job? What's the other one?
Some
Solid.
distro kid.
She got both of them.
Okay.
She was like, man, well look, I fuck with your music. This what I'm gonna do for you. Took my phone, actually paid for both of them. Like to this day, it's still paid, getting paid through from her.
Nice.
Oh, I mean, that was just a friend. She believed in my music. It wasn't like that was my girl. Single, everybody. I'm single.
Listen, you always do that. Hey, yeah, it is super hilarious how you are one of those artists who make sure that the ladies know he is not attached to anyone. Remember when I
and
asked you that,
and
and you was like, "Hold on now." So
do that
look,
one.
so how hip are you to like what's been going on? Do you stay hip to the current events and things going on in the world or the industry or anything for that matter? Do you keep your ears to the streets?
I definitely keep my ears to the streets, but once again, I can't be listening to other people when I got something that I need to focus on myself.
Correct.
So it's more I'm half and half. I play my ears, tap out. I tap in with people, check in, whatever. You know what I'm saying? See what the word.
So
Now
since
I got a question for you. So you're down in Atlanta right now. Are you just working down there, or are you thinking about completely transitioning?
Alright, so I actually already transitioned.
Oh, so you're gone.
another one, the DMV lost another one to the A.
Nah, I ain't gone. I ain't
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
gone.
Say it.
Alright, so nah, so I put it like this, and I love DC murder and everything. I'm a DC native, Southeast baby. It's like this. You niggas won't get nowhere sitting in that one spot thinking your hood gonna get you the clout. That shit hot and tipping. No funny shit. The shit y'all rap about.
And
No funny. Y'all
like,
standing on it. I give y'all that. Y'all standing on it. Y'all supposed to. But at the same time, don't make yourself a target, Lord. You know what I'm saying? Don't make yourself a target because one day already watching y'all through Instagram. Y'all posting guns. They DC police officer just leaked the whole joint on Instagram not too long ago.
wow.
Like he leaked like niggas names and they Instagram like come on bro like y'all just
Yeah,
that's
it's like it's definitely on a new level of hat. Now, what's crazy is, have you been down? Have you been around and on the network down here, like on the scene here?
yeah see I be fucking with the nigga Ugly Money Nietzsche. Shout out to Ugly Money Nietzsche and all his team. Shit, that's who I be fucking with. No funny.
You know the message I tried to get through to everyone, because I speak to the DMV, but I travel, and what I realize is, no matter where we go, it's levels, and on our level, that's how it is, right? It's crazy because it seemed like whereas though our area in the DMV area is starting to come up on like the drilling error and stuff like that. It's like they always an error behind as opposed to creating a different error.
And
But
see,
it's interesting.
my thing with that is right. We DC, we already like wherever we go. We
Mm-hmm.
like they love us. No, that's not. They love us wherever we go.
Yep.
We got our own sign. Why try to take somebody else's sign? We can still generate off our own sign.
Like, you know what's crazy? Like, this is my argument about the sound. Name me, can you think of an era where people were talking so much about the sound of people, or disregarding the distinction of how at every level in the 80s, all the top dogs, they sounded like, Rakim, LL, and them. In the 90s, it transitioned to more NWA sound, Chuck D and
Mm-hmm.
Tupac and all that shit. It's always been a sound that's changed in the game.
All
That's
right, so that's what's the name of what's called evolution. You know what I'm saying? Darwin theory, he had that evolution theory. You know what I'm saying? It's an evolution. Every year, every decade, it changes to something new. The world changes. It's not just us, bro.
right.
Everything changes, bro. And so it's like we gotta catch on as fast as when the world changes. We gotta catch on as fast as we can, or we're gonna be left behind. That's why you got
We
old
should be
heads.
evolving with it.
But
Period.
that's why you got old heads. You got some old heads like man, nobody want to hear that little rat a tat tat blah blah
Right.
blah shit. That's not music. Da, da, da.
Old
That's because
book.
they don't understand. They don't understand that the world changed.
So
They
I
don't
got on. I don't know. Are you? What social media sites do you use heavy? You use Facebook. You use Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Now, have you noticed the distinction? I feel like this. Mostly on Facebook, you'll hear the artist shaming about the errors, music. people sounding the same, music not being likable, any excuse to, like you said, to stick on to what they grew up to. And I always challenged them with, who did you grow up listening to, and what was their reception when they were being received when you were a teen or a young adult and you had your favorite artist. Like, none of our artists were accepted until they were accepted, if you know what I mean.
The artist I grew up listening to, he was accepted early as shit.
Who that?
Wayne.
No. Wayne didn't get accepted until Lollipop.
Uh, no.
I
What do you
mean,
Wayne.
mean? Wait. What do you
Oh,
mean
oh,
accepted?
Wayne got accepted when the Carter one dropped. That's what we talking about.
so
Oh,
acceptance, your
oh.
acceptance. All right, listen. This is what I like to let everyone that's listening know. Our acceptance as colors, is not the acceptance that's needed to take over game dominancy. The white people began to like Wayne after Lollipop, not the Carter series.
Oh, no, yeah. When
Oh,
he got,
that's what you meant.
yeah.
Accepted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now when he dropped, what was it? I'm not a human being. But that
No, it's when.
Lollipop was Carter 3.
That's
So
correct.
either way is in the Carters.
It is
Wayne, and
Carter's.
listen, and on the Carter 3, you still got the original Wayne.
But let me tell you what's hilarious though. If you go on stats and numbers and classics or hits, there's only one hit under Lil Wayne's record and resume, and that's Lollipop. Even when it comes to, I mean, like, as a musician, as an
As a, as,
artist, winning awards is your step, your pedestal.
Not really.
What do you think is the height that you aim to reach in this game?
The height I am to reach in this game is
Yeah.
building generational wealth,
Yeah. Now, how is that done?
real estate, investments,
Okay.
marketing. I'm not worrying about my trophy already. My trophy is gonna be making sure my kids straight when I go. That's my only trophy. Fuck
So,
with these rappers.
so outside of the other traits that you have, if you only focused on music, what would be that height for you?
Who will be that hype?
If it's not winning an award, would it be getting
Man,
signed to a
man,
major label, or like would it be
having
the
a
award?
having a the height that will if for me to get there would be me actually once I got there and I break down on stage because the whole world that heard my sound and heard me and heard my story and
Hmm.
appreciated my story and supported my story and my dream to get me to that's
Awards to get you to
what's the
award. But
fuck
this is what
once again it's not the reward is the reward is making sure once I go, my kids got it. Once they go, they kids got it. Once they go, they kids got it. It's
so.
not a Grammy, bro. You know what they doing with Grammys now? They using them as ashtrays, bro. Well, I don't want nothing that Kanye and disrespected by peeing in and Lil Wayne and plucked. Lil Wayne took home 2 Grammys. Bro. Come on, bro. These
Yeah.
niggas, these niggas making syrup and all that out of them, bro.
But
Nah, bro.
their stance on disrespecting the Grammy is positioned through activism. You know what I'm saying? And it's not positioned through not wanting the award. Because this, hear me out and follow me down this path. One would say we let's not say we all, but if we all put in our minds that we want generational wealth and to create that, we have to acknowledge the people that have created that already, right? And the thing about it is, everyone that has already created that, the stepping stones, it shows you that the more you gain, the more things you are able to leave behind. Now, just selling records is always great, and doing these things behind the scenes. But when we ask ourselves as artists, like we step into this game, and it's really tricky because if I want to reach the top of this plateau, if I want to leave something behind, I want to make sure that the legacy left behind is powerful enough that it goes on forever. Like the people that eat off the Beatles, the people that eat off of Michael Jackson are going to eat forever because of the accolades that they were able to attain while they were doing what they were doing. It's like sports. You know what I'm saying? Even if you were an athlete and you came into the game and you said, all right, I just want to take care of my family. At some point, you'll realize just playing enough to be in the league, you know what I'm saying? Just playing enough may have me enough to support myself and the time of my life and the time of my things, and I'll have to invest in other things. But then you'll realize that you're going to be taken away from your actual craft of what it is that you do because you didn't excel in that. So it's like the jack of all trades, master of none. Like I want to own houses so I can sell them, but
Kind of like Kwame.
now exactly like Kwame. Have you been following the Kwame Brown situation?
Why are you?
You listen,
Why are you cheesing six? What's going
listen,
on?
man. Look, Kwame Brown has got to be the most elite bum right now in sports. Now, when you hear Kwame Brown, I asked this last week, but when you hear Kwame Brown, what do you think, Honcho? What's the
I thought
what,
you was talking. I thought you was talking about the nigga that was running for mayor.
do you see
Well,
what
for
I'm
the,
saying? Now, what's hilarious enough is that even if there was a someone running for mayor or president named Kobe Bryant, we would never think that they're talking about that guy.
no, I kind of thought he was talking about that guy.
Mike, the basketball player, if they say Kobe Bryant, but if they say Kwame Brown, you think they're talking about a politician.
Yeah.
So have you seen his rants that he's been going on this because he was called out a couple of weeks ago, maybe about a month now. He's been called out about his gameplay in the NBA, which was very subpar. He lasted 12 seasons. He played for 7 teams and he
Hold on,
averaged.
real quick. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. Real quick. Look, don't start acting like Ti using these big words, man. Slow it down.
Time out. Now first of all, let's address which big word was it?
Suppose whatever the fuck that word said. I don't know the meaning right now. If I knew the
so,
meaning, I'd have like, yeah, all right,
so,
cool. But
all right, so before I go over Kwame Brown, what part of the A you stay in? The north side?
now I'm on the east side,
All right,
East
so
Atlanta.
I'm gonna be making a trip to the east side to find out where it is that you're getting your gas from because because I want to smoke what you're smoking that makes those big words.
That was
When
so
you
hard, right?
Yeah, like when we get that good and fried that I don't even know what I said, but I don't even like to use big words. Like my vocabulary is not that extensive. I've actually
There we go again.
I try study I tried studying the dictionary and I realized that that wasn't for me. I tried studying the thesaurus, that wasn't for me either. You know, I did read the Bible because I like to use some of the words like thy and thou. You know what I'm saying? Like thou should not talk to me like that. You know, shit like that. That's awesome. But when I think about big words, I won't use any more. Like I'll try to stick them down to like me.
Oh,
Me.
don't make it say like I'm dumb. I'm not dumb. I'm just
I didn't
high.
say
That's
that.
all.
I did not say.
Y'all are so crazy.
Now listen, like y'all don't understand. Like me and Huncho, right? Let me tell y'all how we met, man. Because a lot of y'all probably wasn't a part of the first show. Didn't see the first show when I had him on about a year and a half ago. But we were standing at a show and we was just, doing our thing, standing outside smoking. And this man, Huncho, he said something to me that a lot of rappers don't say this when you're standing outside smoking. Y'all try to hit this, and we was like, well, yeah, we'll hit this. he's like, he's like, yeah, we got marathon. I got some marathon and shit like that, and we went on a ride and we sparked up some trees and went on a ride and we actually listened and talked to each other And I found out this dude like actually like is working, doing some things and trying to make some moves for himself, right? So obviously I had to invite him on the show the first time. And at that point he really, like I said, he was just doing singles and at every show you would see him doing a lot of shows and things like that. So now since COVID happened, right? Everybody just like been in their own worlds.
Yeah.
And when I'm speaking about Kwame Brown, the basketball player, not the official, but when I'm speaking of Kwame Brown, like, do you think that, and even as like an artist, do you think that it's best to just be in the game or excel at the game?
That's a good
Oh, oh,
question.
oh, no. See, being in the game, anybody can told the game comes to you naturally. It's how you take what you learning and like you said, excel. Fuck, I'm gonna sit in one spot. Oh, I'm just in the game. I'm here. I'm good. I ain't gotta make no move. Nah, nigga, you still gotta make a step. You still gotta do something to take a risk.
Do you think that mentality is at the start of your career or at the process of getting your career started that you have to determine if you want to excel or just be a part of the committee?
Yeah. That's right now. I'm at the taking risk part right now.
Okay. What does taking risk look like?
So taking risk mean is like, I ain't never had a manager.
Okay.
So me to have a manager now is like I'm putting trust in you to help me. You know what I'm saying? You said you got some connects. You want to manage me. We use your connects. I'm still gonna work with my connects. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm more taking a risk because I'm putting the shit that you think. Well, I'm not. I'm taking a risk with you. So it's like the shit that I was already doing, I can do on my own. Now, if you don't show me within these 90 days, I'm gonna give you 3 months. I'm not no Bama. You know what I'm saying? Within these 90 days, if you can't line up no show for me or say you got a radio interview or something small, I don't give a fuck what it is. You tell me go perform at a old person house, I got a song for that. You know what I'm saying?
I like
Like,
that.
you know what I'm saying? Don't
Like
judge me.
you want
Don't
to know
judge me. The name
this
of the
is
song is "Don't Judge Me." So it'll be you. I don't want you to judge me for what I've been through. Just listen to what I gotta say.
so I'm gonna tell I'm gonna play devil's advocate because I like to play that role on the show, right? Artists and roles, or roles and artists, or roles in artists' mind is always, or nowadays, very mixed up when it comes to what people are opposed to do, right?
Yeah.
Now it's interesting because you said that you just now locked in with a new manager, and your expectations, you already have a certain expectation for your manager.
Right now, no, not right now. I really don't have expectation for her as a girl.
Right. So, what do you want out of it?
Right now, I just want her to be patient and believe. Like let me do. You know what I'm saying? I'm at a point where I can actually go 50-50 with my man. So let me stack up some money. Let me get my shit together real quick. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to wait and let me compensate or generate some money, then cool.
Hey, who you?
I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do once I hit that studio though.
Right.
Cause I'm not gonna go in there like I
Waste
don't
time.
know. I got listen, this
I
is
tell
just it.
every
I
artist.
got 55 paid full beats right now.
Right.
Own beats. I got 72 songs written, and I'm still writing more songs without beats though. I don't write songs with beats without beats. Listen,
Okay.
this, I'm about to show y'all what I'm about to do this summer. After this EP,
Yeah.
wait for it.
So
I'm
you
gonna
got
drop one.
you have a pretty big rollout prepared for this EP.
No, 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 no. I don't. No, I don't.
You know, a lot of artists. I tell a lot of artists this. but y'all have to learn the art of a rollout. We'll talk about that off air. Off air.
You teaching me something? Hey, look, no funny. That's something new. I never heard of that.
Yeah, the art of a rollout is very important. You know what I'm saying? Like I use my own self to give artists examples. But my That's So Six project, it drops June 6th, right? But we're already at 500,000 pre-saves and still counting. So it's like the rollouts got to be very important about how you manage these things and get your fan base excited. I asked the artist last week. I said, what are you doing for your fan base that you have? His response was nothing. I'm trying to gain new fans, and I explained to him the detriment or how bad he's hurting himself by his way of thinking. Right? I'm like, you got 10 people that fuck with you hard. 10 people that listen to you hard that want to hear everything that you're doing, but you want to focus on 100 people that don't care what you're doing yet, right? And we're in the numbers game. It's simple. We're in a numbers game. So it will be easier for you to fucking give those 10 people something for them to be, look what my artist has coming out, you know? Because now you're working on your rollout. But we're gonna talk about that, you know what I'm saying? Because like that's a lot. That's a whole nother a whole nother show, and we'll be going ham for
And
hours.
that's the rollout.
Yeah, you know. But the rollouts are
Okay,
yeah, the rollouts are
I'm with
very
that. Just set it up. I'm with it.
yeah, like no, like definitely we're gonna chop because that's one thing that I'm definitely trying to do. Like you realize how Tupac is able to outsell artists from the grave.
Now let's talk about that. What do you? Because I didn't even hear the album. Did you get a chance to listen to it?
It didn't drop yet. The DMX album is the one that did drop.
Oh, okay.
Exodus.
Yes, Exodus. I did get a chance to listen to it. Did you listen to it, Huncho?
Nah.
I'm
I
gonna
didn't
say
listen to it either, but I think I heard maybe a couple of songs that might have been on it. Do he have a lot of features on there?
of
Yeah.
course. Most
Yeah,
most
I didn't like
most
that.
post most artists that make music or albums that drop after their death is gonna have a lot of collabs on it.
Okay.
One thing that is because these are called unfinished projects that need to get put out the vault. Like Honcho said, he got 72 motherfucking songs. That's fucking 5 albums.
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
and a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't even build their banks. I know a lot of artists that work strictly when they building a project, and then they get 10 songs, and they're like, oh, "I'm done. We're good." And it's
Hmm.
like, what?
Only if y'all can see my phone.
Huh?
I said only if y'all can see my phone. See that? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like, so this is where who you registered with? Who's your PR?
BWI.
You would.
BMI.
BMI. I said B.
This nigga ready to take a
Hey, we going
flight.
to the airport.
I'm ready to the airport. Hell yeah. Shut up, BMI.
You ready to take
BMI.
a flight? Listen. All right. So
What you smoking again? And I'll be down there in a few weeks, so please save me some. What
White run.
is that?
right.
Hey,
Shit.
look though. What's y'all pay for a gram up there? Well, not what's y'all pay for a gram?
Shit.
I don't do grams,
Oh,
but
what's you pay for? What you pay for a KD?
shoot, me
She get women
anywhere between
prices.
40 and 50.
Whoa! I thought you was getting the women prices. You went up, eh?
Nah, but I smoke good shit, so that's what's all.
You hear
That's
that? You
all.
hear that? Boss biz, baby. Hey, we need one of those.
I'm getting
Boss biz,
KDs for
boss biz.
35.
Oh, shiz
Y'all
nine.
see how I'm covering up the Coca-Cola bottle because they're not paying us to put their brand in here, so I can't put them on the air.
Yeah, if I just want some regular OG or some shit, that shit like $25.
Hey, Huncho, what's your Mount Rushmore of rap, right? What's your Mount Rushmore of rap? Your top four.
I thought it was five,
Nah, it's only four people on Mount Rushmore, I think.
and then that one head on the side.
Who's the head? Is another head on Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, it's a fifth head. So I'm supposed to be going to South Dakota to see it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
ain't never seen Mount Rushmore, but let's see. Mount
It's,
Rushmore has approximately four people faces on it.
and it's
Um,
a fifth one's on the side or something. They said.
well, you know what? Like, I want to know who was the guy. I think it's interesting that someone actually went up there and sculpted that. Like, but speaking of, who would be your top four rappers? What you got? Grunt 70,000
Actually is.
KD, man, no.
Listen, I can get that too for like $40. That's fucking with nobody. I can get a Vic for like $40. Y'all
Well,
tripping?
make sure you stay down there for the rest of the month. Well, till the end of June.
Live
That's
down
what
here.
Nigga,
well,
look. Let me tell y'all one thing for
kind of
certain.
smoke when I get down
I'm
there.
gonna tell y'all one thing for certain, three things for sure, right? Atlanta definitely needs some help on their tree game.
Certain
I don't,
people.
I don't even care. You said
And
who?
see, my folks get it. My folks get their shit from down Florida.
Mm. Yeah, go figure. Cause I listen. I'm not gonna lie, and like, I don't know what's going on with Atlanta. But who's your top four rappers? We know Wayne on the list.
Me.
Outside of yourself.
Nah. This nigga said
Uh,
this nigga Stylon is just now.
so my top four.
Yeah, you can put one. You can be one of the people, but not all four.
I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do myself like that. I believe in myself, but I don't believe. Yeah, I'll make it there one day.
Yep. That's what I just told the artist that just said that on my Facebook. He tags his own self in the Mount Rushmore, and I said, okay, you can work for that in the future, but you need to put real names, real names down. Bro.
Are we talking about this generation or
Yeah, let's keep
Whenever.
it. Let's go from 2010 and up.
2010 and up? All right. So I'm gonna say Dirt,
Okay.
Young Boy.
Okay. That's a good one.
Gotta put Baby up there too.
Lil Baby or the Baby.
Lil Baby.
Little baby. I mean,
Okay.
how dare
Hey,
you?
So no the Baby. Okay. All right.
I already been popping this shit though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Y'all
Been
lucky I ain't asked y'all when he said baby, was he talking about Birdman?
my
We really would
fourth,
have been like, what?
my fourth, uh, that's my fourth thug.
Okay. So we don't got no Drake. We don't have no Kendrick. We don't have no J. Cole. No Nicki Minaj's. You don't have any platinum on your Mount Rushmore. So you realize don't care about accolades.
Not done at all. Like what the fuck? They just thought that no funny shit. They what Drake,
Nicki, Kendrick, J.
Nicki.
Cole.
When was the last time you heard something from Kendrick?
Now I agree with Kendrick. I would not put Kendrick. I don't put Kendrick at the
Okay,
top of any list.
okay.
We
J
already
Cole, hold on. J Cole just came out of hiding for how long?
6 years, 7 years, yeah.
And then
But he wasn't in hiding.
he wasn't in hiding, but
He
he
was still in
popped
hiding.
out, dropped the album, then he stepped back out the game. He's playing professional basketball now
He done.
overseas.
He done with that. That's over. That's over. He's back home now, and he's dealing with family issues, and he'll be back in the studio with his Dreamville game soon.
Still won't put him up there. He got to give me 6 years, but fuck that.
Okay.
He owed that to me. The last song I remember from him was "Get Him Change." I got let's say I got change for 100. Like I'm telling four, 2 4 5 some shit.
Oh, so you know what's amazing? You know what we often forget? We do forget about the KOD album that J Cole dropped.
Yeah, like
We
he
often,
owe up. He
but
owe up.
that happens when you drop a great project like Forest Hill Drive was. You have to come back even stronger.
Nikki, hell no, I won't put Nikki up there.
Yeah, nah. I mean, yeah, Nicki probably not, but Nicki is a top. Top.
She a top rapper, but fuck no.
So so when you think about your top rappers, the music is what drives you. The message what drives you. What is it?
They not I so put it like this. 4 people I name, right? They don't do that shit for no the win Grammy or win that shit for no clout. That's or bag chasing. They in real life situations like these niggas still stuck in their ways. They still out there. They still trying to get they men from out the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
These niggas Drake's, Kendrick Lamar, what they do when they got some money? They got up and took off. Then they took what a handful of motherfuckers. These niggas real life bro got communities. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about the humanitarian and none of that shit. It's just like the street nigga in me. Like, if I get that bag, fuck, I'ma take a handful of for niggas for where I can take these same niggas with me and feed my whole community that raised me. And probably go put in on a school down the street. You know what I'm saying? Get them better books or get them better new shit. You know what I'm saying? Do something that'll invest my money and double. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, nigga, your community is what made you. These other niggas get money and run off. That's why I say money change people. Nah,
Nah. No, so big
niggas ain't
facts.
loyal.
Speaking of just that on that subject right there. Did you hear about the Black Lives Matter former
Ain't
president?
what?
No, the Black Lives Matter piggy bank. What is up with that?
What is
So
that?
apparently, the former CEO and founder and partner of Black Lives Matter,
Was white.
she was black, but she chose to use all of the funding to buy herself a new house, couple of houses, couple of luxury cars, and live the good life. She recently resigned from the Black Lives Matter movement, although she didn't say she was giving back the stuff. She did say she started Black Lives Movement on her own without anything, so she felt entitled to the money. She was kind of paying herself, so to speak. Now, we talk a lot. I want to do things for my community as well.
Did she start it?
That's a big question. Like, I don't know who or what started the Black Lives Matter movement.
You said she was the what though?
She was a founder.
So she started.
She was a member.
Co-founder.
She was a founder. She was a
So
founder.
so her and another female probably started Black Lives Matter.
More than likely, her and a couple people. Right? Yep.
All right. So did they spend money too?
That's what the thing is. They did not spend money. She bought some houses and some cars.
$3 million.
Yes.
Fuck that. Them bitches lying. Listen,
Yeah.
listen. Fuck that. Ain't nowhere in hell that y'all did not y'all bitches ain't get one of them houses.
So look, does that put a stain on activism?
Nah.
Um, I don't
Fuck.
really, I don't really trust a lot of them. One of them that I have
Yeah.
my magnifying glass on is Tamika D. Mallory. When she first
Mm.
started speaking, I felt strongly about her, but all these endorsements and stuff that she's getting, and how she pushes the narrative of us being held down, as opposed to also giving ways for us to like to better ourselves. I think she
Mhm.
gets paid to just sell us a theory. A lot of these activists get paid to sell us a mind state, and I don't fuck with it at
Now,
all.
like, it's crazy because that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, like, all right, it's one thing to sit up there and be like, I'm moving for the people. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like this. I feel like it's more of us on
Hmm.
our level, me and Hunter's level, that actually moves for the community than the actual levels that we see, like things like Black Lives Matter. I mean, we're actually on the front lines more than we see. Now, that is true, Doc. Everyone gets paid to sell what they call helps us. And what's
Fuck
trippy
that.
is
I got shit that help you out. Percocet, lean, weed, whatever you said.
now, now let me tell you what's hilarious is all of those things are sold by someone else though. By doctors
I
out of
don't
respect.
I don't pay for them. That's why you get a, you know what I'm saying, woo the woo. They go woo the woo, and then they bring you, you know what I'm saying, sensation.
I want for the YouTube and everyone on Facebook and Twitch that's watching right now. I don't know what I don't
You
You
don't
know
know
what I'm
what,
saying?
sis? You
I
don't
don't know.
know what,
I don't know.
sis?
I don't
Motherfuckers
know.
get high over here.
I don't
You
know.
know what I'm saying? Woo the
But
woo 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 the woo.
but what I do realize is that I mean what's crazy is she stepped down, right?
Right.
And it's stepping down an acknowledgement of guilt or saying I know I was did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like what is happening in this
First
All
and
right,
situation?
so
foremost, what do you need a $3 million house for?
all right, so you said she bought houses, not a house.
1.4 million on one property, I think, and then
Yeah, I think she bought a Miami front, a Miami beach front, so she could be on the beach. And there was another home that she purchased.
All
and
right.
my issue with that is, if it wasn't, how do you separate? That's where it gets weird, because you got to separate the organization's money from your money. If you are the face of the organization, how, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's probably what it was. See, look, they probably meant all right.
they should
So
lock her
what I
ass up.
now see what I do know is you get whatever. Say you get five major investors. They each put 5 million in your account
Right.
to
The place
invest
that
in
I
your
live in, that
business.
my family lives in, and everybody's
Sorry, y'all.
logo
I'm
is their
trying to turn this
address.
down,
But
but
Is that Bill
you need
Clinton?
an address because you can reverse image
I don't
the
know if y'all
images
can.
and pull up my address, and so
I'm
I'm
trying
not
to
just
turn
going
it
to
down,
follow
but
the
anyway,
right
she's
and white supremacists
crying,
in this moment, but
and I don't want to hear her crying. They should lock her ass up and throw away the key.
So they
My thing is
should.
this, right? This is why I
These
feel a
white
little bit.
people do it all the damn time. White people do it all the damn time. White
That's no
people do
excuse.
it
That's
all the
no
damn time.
excuse.
And you
How
know
That is
come?
what?
no
Listen,
excuse.
nah, it's not. You're right. It's not an excuse, but at the same time, if Black Lives Matter been going for like 3, 4 years straight, 3, 4, 5, whatever how long, whatever the fuck how long it's been going straight.
Since 2013.
Since 2013, it's 2021. They incorporated over millions of dollars. These bitches probably already was piggy banking off the money back then.
So you know what's
She
hilarious
just
though?
probably just like shit.
You know what's
Man,
hilarious?
fuck that.
The
Man, fuck
question
that.
I have is: isn't the money supposed to be for something? Like, don't they
It's
supposed to be
for
able to
it's
get
for
somewhere?
it's for I so
Is there a
black
Black Lives Matter building?
no. It's they out of a I think they out of a house.
Interesting.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the thing about it. Like, she didn't, and it's
It was
okay if she
probably
wants to
it
get
was so funny,
paid.
it was probably at her house.
But listen though, why I agree that Jezebel is right that she needs to go to jail or something. There should be some disciplinary action because what stops anyone from starting an organization and just buying themselves whatever they need and they want and then stepping down?
Yeah. She started her buying spree in 2016, according to allegedly, according to USA Today. So she's been treating herself off of the tears and emotions of I would say every race, because it's not just black people that support Black Lives Matter; it's everyone.
It's crazy
So
because she learned that from the pastors. I ain't say that.
And I ain't gonna hold you. I might sound ignorant right now, y'all. At one point, when I first saw the BLM symbol, I thought it said black lesbian males. And I
there's
was
no
looking, I was,
there's no
and
such
then,
thing.
and then it's like, then it had the fist. I'm like, oh, what the
But
fuck
like
going on?
the first time I saw a Black Lives Matter symbol, it was like they was unveiling it one letter at a time. You know what I'm saying? It was like BL. So I'm like thinking it's like Wheel of Fortune. You know what I'm saying? I'm like T
They got
BLT. You know what I'm saying?
$90 million in 2020 from the George Floyd and Breonna Taylor stuff.
And
You
you
know
don't
what?
worry about
All
$3 billion.
right. Yeah, so like, all right, so I gotta
They put a dead number.
that's wow. That's wow. So now it begs the question: if she wrote in this thing that I was gonna pay myself 10% or 3% of whatever we make, right?
Mm-hmm.
It now we kind of like walk in a gray area. I mean, what was she supposed to make? You talk about $90 million. She's the head of the
Almost, she said
organization.
98. 98. That's almost a whole hundred. You mad at me
Now,
for
and
spending
why
only almost the $3 million?
and why is that type of money? I'm sorry, but what is Black Lives Matter's purpose that money is going to?
For every penny count.
What?
Well, yeah.
So like, yeah, like what do they fight? They don't pay. Do they pay legal fees for these
Well,
families?
what baby?
Do
You said,
Shouldn't they be using the money to do something? Like
do they pay for funerals of these families?
I don't mind her
I
paying
don't
herself.
know. I listen. Me personally, I hope it's going to all the less fortunate black communities that's getting shut down before they can make it black owned and bat themselves back. That's what I hope it's for. But that just my theory. I don't know
You would
what,
think that. Oh my
you know
God.
what I'm saying.
So you see the new documentary that LeBron James is doing about Black Wall Street. Are you hip to Black Wall Street?
Yeah,
Now you see the
well,
new documentary.
a little bit. But it was
So
on Netflix.
yes, it will
About
be
to
on
watch it.
Netflix. So let me give everybody a rundown that don't understand what Black Wall Street was. Black Wall Street was the first town in Tulsa. Everything was black owned, from the banks to the school system to all the stores, everything black owned. And certain people did not like this, so they went into this town and destroyed everything. Destroyed this town, destroyed their businesses, everything. And they never was able to fully rebuild that Black Wall Street area or Tulsa. So now we looking at like, okay, we got Black Lives Matter, stuff like that. I don't know any other like black activist groups that's making moves. I don't know what the SAACP does and things like that.
Or the Black
Um,
Panther Party.
yeah, like like all that stuff seems like all right. Man, I remember when I was coming up, there was this group called the Archangels or something like that. They be on the
Mm-hmm.
subway with their red and their
Yeah, whoop your ass.
they will whoop your ass. Had little 17-year-olds with them ready to whoop your ass if you got out of line on that train. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it was all adults.
Yeah, no, I was kids too.
Archangels? What are those?
They
They was
were
like they was disciplinaries. They like say if you run away from home and your mother called, if your mother put out an alert and like she called one of them,
they sent a
they
group out
gonna
to find you.
they gonna send a group up out there. They gonna beat you. Like you already have. Each one gonna take turn, then they gonna drop you off in your mother.
They became big. They became popular in the DMV area when on the Green Line there was a lot of robbings and beatings on the Green Line. So they came down from New York and started riding the Green Line to make sure that didn't happen anymore. That's when they became popular in the DMV area. You know,
It's not
so
putting in the hospital.
yeah. So we don't have like those type of organizations. They don't get a lot of attention like the Black Lives Matter movement was getting. Then I ask people, what if we're creating this type of wealth together that we're giving someone to be able to do these things? Why don't we work together a lot more and in a lot of things? But that's, you know, saying like one of the wildest, I guess, craziest, mind blowing things in the world. Maybe I smoke too much weed because I think us weed smokers are more kumbaya than than the actual world. You know what I'm saying? We'll be ready. We're like, yo, bro, sit down. Let's talk about it. Let's figure it out. If we have to fight, we have to fight. Let's not. Let's not do it. You know? So hey, did you see have you heard Jay-Z told LeBron James that he does not know all the lyrics to his songs? Do you know all the lyrics to your songs?
All right, man.
It's interesting. You only have how many songs do you have on your set list? How many songs do you have on your set list? On a regular performance night, how many songs you think you might perform?
That one I feel like I feel the crowd out first before I say it really. So if I see the crowd on more of
Guys, give me 1 second.
more of a party saying, don't send me cranky.
Do you think it's easier when you have 75 songs as opposed to 1,000 songs?
All right, so put it like this. I've been recording since 2010.
Right.
Well, no. I've been recording since 2015. I apologize, sir.
Hold
2000.
on. 1 second. Did you say you do remember all your lyrics or you don't?
Says he does.
I do.
Oh, good job.
I wrote them.
Nigga, I ain't gonna lie. I can't remember all my lyrics. I got 500 songs that I have recorded. Unless they're in my normal set list, if someone was to throw a song that you recorded in 2015 today, just like put it on.
There's only 3 songs that I recorded in 2015, and I got all 3 of them on my phone.
So yeah, so that don't
Do
count.
you listen to your music like sometimes do you listen to your music regularly? And Six, after you answer this question, Honcho, my thing is for you to say you don't remember all the words to your song, that's cool. Okay, on a given day, if somebody was like, "What's all the words to Zone?" I don't expect you to sit there and spit them all out. But if you have a show coming up and you get up there and you don't know all the words to your song, that means that you failed to prepare for your show and you failed as an artist.
That is correct. But like that's why I asked Huncho, if you have 500 songs, 600 songs, if you're doing a set list, you're supposed to remember all of your words. But when you're in a position like a Jay-Z, it's perfectly understandable to not know all your words. I mean, let's just be real. The person that wrote the Bible cannot recite the Bible word for word. King James
For
don't know
one,
all the words.
the person that wrote the Bible was blind.
How you know?
But like, even though he was blind, he still had to write it in that braille or something, and he don't remember all the words. You know what I'm saying? He remembers segments, he remembers pieces. And honestly, I've been on stage with several artists, and I know that artists too have been well prepared. But when the show starts, there's
They
been
freeze up.
different elements. You know what I'm saying? Like different elements and shit. I've seen certain artists that just don't know how to play it off right.
I love performing.
But do you think it's easier? Do you think it will get? I mean, like I said, it's harder. Do you think Jay-Z still rehearses? I don't think Jay-Z still rehearses, yo. I think they
For
call
one,
Jay-Z. I
for
think
one,
they.
Jay Z write all this. Don't let him fool you with Jay freestyle shit. That nigga know. Cause J Cole was goes writing for him at one point. Puffy was right. Not
Yeah,
Puffy.
he has a lot of ghostwriters. Jay-Z has a lot of ghostwriters.
Biggie was writing for him before Biggie. Like, come on, bro. Like,
Maybe that's why he can't remember his shit.
That is why. Because you know the type. This is the type of calls that Jay-Z gets. This is why I was
exactly.
calling.
If
Hey
you know
Jay,
your lyrics, if you
can
know
you
your lyrics,
perform on
like
March?
I'm about to play out one of my new songs.
Let's hear it.
Uh, uh, uh,
Laugh out loud. If you have lyrics with meanings, it's
can
easier.
you hear it? Y'all can hear it?
Yeah.
I'm still breathing. It's your type of moment that could've let me know the statement. I don't mind like you. I have a better view.
Hold the phone to the mic.
You say what?
Hold the phone to the mic. There you go.
That's the speaker.
Yeah, hold the phone to the speaker so we can hear it. Or hold the camera.
Bible. I'm rolling poppin' in the back, but still a hood idol. And I can't get cold with these bitches. Look at the way I'm living, trying to make it right. Can't get it alone. Nobody to run to. I feel my heart turning cold. I need a sunroof. Sky the limit, I reach for goals. Go to my own, and I never fold. You should thank for being strong. You should thank for being strong. But I'm still impatient. Came along for doing breaking. Started out in the basement. I'm the one that you replaced. You took my heart and left me vacant. Demon time to understand. You should see how much you wasted. Still in the hood, we trapping, baby. We done ran for miles, and we couldn't face it. I done ran for miles, and I couldn't face it. It's a hood cycle. I've been going through so much, can write a hood Bible. I'm rolling poppin' in the back, but still a hood idol. And I can't get cold with these bitches. Look at the way I'm living, trying to make me right the rich shit.
Yeah, man.
Something new off the new EP coming out.
I see
Y'all
you.
tune in.
I see you remembered all the words too.
Oh yeah, of course. I wrote it.
He
Nah, like,
wrote it.
I
bro,
wrote it. And want me to tell you what's so crazy about that story? I'm gonna get out a funny story on this. So you know who my brother is, Young Show. Y'all know who Young Show is.
Mhm.
So he was in um, Arnold, Georgia. Wind up getting picked up by the producer.
okay.
So we ran around all day. We chilling in the mall. We talking, chilling. You know what I'm saying? We not from down there. They from New Orleans. Shout out New Orleans. Shout out Shotgun. Fucking. We get back to the house. We hearing Jay's. It's two studios set up. His studio and one in the back. 65 Bank. Shout out to 65 Bank. It's his studio. So yeah, thank you, bro. So he started, like he like, man, I'm bored. I'm about to make a beat. I want. This is my first time actually witness somebody actually sit there and make a beat in front of my face.
Right, right.
That there
Better,
is
hey, that's a better experience, isn't it? Awesome experience.
best experience. He said they put the chords on first and he added everything. So I started writing to the chords from the time he had it playing, like the doom 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 doom. I already started writing to that for like
Uh-huh.
he like, you got something for it? Like, yeah, I'm finished. Like, my song done. He like, how long it took you? The same how long it took you to make this beat. That's how long it took me to make it. He like, it took me 10 minutes to make this beat. Well, it took me 10 minutes to write this song. Like this shit gonna go hard to us too. I'm ready. This shit gonna go hard to us.
How do you write? What's your writing process? You freestyle in your head and jot as you freestyle, or you come up with the bars and jot them down and bar for bar?
All right, so the hood cycle part, that's actually the chorus. It's a hood cycle. I've been going through so much to write a hood Bible. No Rosa Parkman in the back, but still a hood idol. And I can't get caught with these bitches. Look at the way I'm living started. So I wrote that probably like 8 months ago.
Okay.
I was actually gonna do that to the Pussy Jump, Love Cycle.
Okay.
So it was actually so then I couldn't find a beat to do the Love Cycle remix. So I just kept it. And then when he made that song, and I was just writing out something like, damn, I need a hook, I need a hook, I need a hook,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
hook. And I'm already going saying like, you know what I'm saying, basically shit that niggas go through when you been in the streets, bro. You niggas had them lonely nights. You
Yeah.
you
Hell yeah.
you niggas heart went cold. You had a girl that played. You took your heart and left your shit iceberg cold. You went out there did some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Like us niggas, we did that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, fuck it. So that down. Hood song. Oh yeah, got it. Ow. That's how that song came to it. But I had already wrote. So I wrote a whole page. And I had to break it down
That's
to make it
actually
two verses.
you
That's
like going into the studio.
Ain't got no time for no stupid hoes. I love that song, J Money.
J Money. That song. Hey J Money. That song right there. But
I got
now,
enough. I got
so like,
enough.
do you like going into the studio? Do you go into the studio prepared like that, or do you just like try to
You
catch the
got my
vibe?
message.
I so in the studio, I gotta catch my vibe.
You been in the studio in Atlanta yet?
Nah, supposed to be going. Listen, I get paid this Friday, so
Yeah.
definitely treating myself to the studio if I can drop some songs. Cause I'm working on another 7 song EP right now. That's about to come last 7. So I'm trying to hurry up and drop that one too.
I know that's right. When you coming back home?
Sky turn orange.
Hmm?
Never worry.
When the sky turn orange,
Shit, the sky turn orange all the time.
It do. At dawn.
It do at
So
dawn. It do at dawn. That's true. You said,
I be up there probably once I get off this 90-day probation at work.
okay.
what you do?
Huh?
What you do? Where you work at?
Papa
Oh shit, flipping that
flipping
chicken,
chickens, flipping
flipping that
chickens.
motherfucking chicken.
True. I'm trying to get the hookup when I get down there. Which location? Look, I want the hookup on the greenery and the chickenery.
I ain't
When
got
the
no.
sky turn orange in an hour.
I got to book my flight there, huh? Nah, nah, but
Shit, you
shit.
still ain't gonna make it. It's a 2 hour flight home.
No, it's not hour and a half.
You still ain't gonna make it. You need an hour.
The sun don't turn dark till 9.
Yeah, here. Up there it's gonna be dark as fuck.
No, it be dark at like 8:30. Don't play with us.
Yeah, yep. Look,
Um,
look, look,
so
look.
you,
I be getting the
Huncho,
calls
you
there.
recently did a show down there in Atlanta. How was that? How was the vibes? How was the feedback? How did everything?
That
How would
show,
you say it went?
hey man, that was the craziest shit. Like I actually did 2 shows now.
Where were they
Okay.
at?
So one was in Stone Mountain.
Okay.
Mhm.
Eight eight different made eight. It was like I said, it was like 12 major labels there.
Mhm.
Crowd probably like so funny. your crowd probably anything from 200 to 300 people.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I believe it.
So it's like the experience that I had. You know what I'm saying? I had them listen to my shit. It was like they fucking with me. And then the big dude, Ugly Money Nishi, I tap in with him every time he got a show. That's like I'm trying to work.
Mhm.
I just want to show them that I ain't came out like yeah, I'm putting my own money behind this shit. I don't really need no management. Own money behind this shit. And I'm doing this shit for real. Like this job is just gonna get me in the door. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna give me a little financial in the door a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But other than that,
So I just want to shout out Ugly Money Niche because he be doing a lot of things down there in Atlanta, putting a lot of artists on. I seen Candy actually do. This girl named Candy actually do a couple of shows with him as well. So I'm just glad that all worked out, and that
Oh,
it
yeah, I gotta
was
check
that
him
you
out.
felt it was beneficial.
I gotta check him out. You been down to Ghost Bar,
is that on your side?
West Side,
It,
Edgewood?
it's like think about College Park, ain't it? Edgewood. It's on Edgewood.
Alright, so I've been down Edgewood, but I haven't went to no club yet.
Okay.
So I was been on that. You know what I'm saying? City nigga that. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Different. If they looking, I'm just lying. But
Yeah, nah. Listen, I already know what you're saying. You gotta move different when you down here.
hey, Slim, what?
Mhm.
I can't believe you left. Oh my gosh.
Uh,
I'm
So
I
look,
fighting
left.
it. I'm
so
fighting it. I'm
hey,
not trying to leave.
let me put you on the hot seat. Jezebel, you ain't never home. You just got a place. She just got a place there. But let me put you on the hot seat. Recently, I got into a squabble with a few promoters from the DMV, and I want to know what your take is it on. So, whose job is it to provide a good show? Is it the promoter's job or the artist's job?
Artist
Is it the
job.
promoter's job or the artist's job to give a good show?
The
No, no,
artist job.
no, to have a good show.
The artist job. Because regardless of what situation you're in as an artist, the show must go on, even if you get paid for it or not. It's a show. You always put your best. You always got to try to change the vibe of the crowd. Like if you see that the crowd in a fucked up situation, play some shit that's gonna get them lit. Fuck it,
So
turn them up.
let me rephrase the question because that performing wise, yes, but I'm talking about the people there to see the show.
Is it your problem
Yeah,
or the
or
promoter problem?
if the show's dead, whose fault is it?
Promoter.
Jezebel.
Yes.
So yeah, that's let's rephrase the question. Whose problem is it that a venue is dead?
You said whose job is it for the party to be lit?
Yeah, I like that.
Um,
That was the boss biz phrase of
I
word.
would
It's up
think
to the artist for the party to be lit.
I don't think it's up to the artist though. I think it's to whoever's throwing the show.
Correct.
Because I've I've been to places where if you leave it up to the artist, I'm just gonna walk out. But if
Better
the
not walk out on me.
if the person on the mic is hyped, like, make sure you tip the bartenders, coming back, we got the twerk team, it's gonna make me okay, well, maybe something else is coming next. But
And
you
see,
can't just leave it up to the artist. It's the people that's throwing the event because at the end of the day, you want to keep the vibes going.
uh,
Well,
You
like
don't want the next artist to walk out because they seen this artist and made 10 people walk out. So
mm-hmm. What's
I don't
crazy
know,
is
Six. What's your
the
answer?
the artist of any event is the afterthought. So if any event is dead, it's the promoter's fault. You know what I'm saying? So if any show is not right, it's the promoter's fault. I mean, let's just put it like this: as an artist, I'm gonna put on my artist hat for a second. If you bring me into a venue, I expect there to be mics, working mics. I expect there to be sound, quality sound. I expect you to have invited people out. Even if I show up by myself or with my entourage, I don't expect for it just to be me and my team in that motherfucker. I don't expect it to be just me and my crew or me and my following in that show. Or we may have to renegotiate who gets what. I mean, let's just be real here, promoters. And I'm speaking to the promoters out here. If you are putting on a show, let me read this statement here. It's both. Why would an artist want to perform at an event that's not lit? And why would the promoter promote for an artist who is not lit? It's a team. Both sides got to work. Now I'll go into my point because that is definitely, it is not the artist's job to work a show. It is the artist's job to show up to a show and perform their ass off. That's their only job. You don't book an artist if you don't think the artist is going to offer quality to your show. Now, me personally, as a promoter, when I put together an event, I'm deciding, is this event for the people or is this event for me? I mean, these two questions alone are going to determine how I move anyway. You know what I'm saying? Now, if a promoter steps up to me, and let's answer this, why would an artist want to perform at an event that's not lit? Well, this is why an artist would and performs at an event that's not lit because events inside are not optics, right? This is the reality of this. On camera, you can make a show whatever you want it to be. Hell, you can put your performance, just have it straight up on your performance and not on the crowd at no time, and still achieve your ultimate goal of showing that you can perform, showing that you got hot songs, and doing whatever you got to do for your minute and rolling out. But who has to be there from beginning to end? The promoter, he who he who throws the event. So it would behoove him to make sure that this event is lit from beginning to end. The minute that that falls off, you as a promoter did not do your job. If you are a promoter and you're banking your livelihood on the simple facts that artists are gonna bring people out. Oh yes, I'm gonna do this event and I'm gonna book this artist and he's gonna bring out everybody. Or she's gonna bring out all her fine friends and they're gonna come up in this joint. Then you need to readjust your way of thinking about how to book artists and you need to come out with the coins. Because if you're booking artists that you know are lit and you know bring out all these people, then there should be a budget for that. I mean, you don't just ask an artist that's fucking bringing all these motherfuckers out to come to your show. I mean, let's just put it be real. If an artist has a big following, and if an artist genuinely has a network to where he's doing his thing, he's performing all over the goddamn city. So when you ask the question, what makes his fans want to come to your event as the promoter to see him when they can go to his, her, or their event to see them perform? I mean, if I'm an artist and I got 5 shows this week, if my fans don't want to show up to Joe's show because he's promoting it, they don't give a fuck about Joe's venue, Joe's show. And the minute that they get a whiff, the minute that real fans get a whiff that is an open mic situation, they are automatically out. They O-U-T out.
Mm-hmm.
So the minute that that promoter start posting up 20, 50, 60 different artists' flyers, you better cancel that motherfucking dream of that nigga bringing out a fan base. So when I got into it on my Facebook with a promoter who was trying to explain to me why he felt like artists need to bring out people, and I explained to him why do artists need to bring out people to your shit? They ain't theirs. And if the incentive is me pay $20, me pay $10 me getting free and all my friends have to pay $20 or whatever the case may be, that ain't an incentive enough for me to bring out my following.
And I went to a show the other day, right? I got chosen to
You
perform
want me
at
to
the
go
show.
now?
So they wanted me to pay $20 to get in. Pay the $20 to get in. I'm thinking that's what I'm saying that's for the performance looks like. Yeah, it's $100 to perform.
Scam.
Hold on, say that again. Hold on, wait. You said what now?
I got to an event. They told me I was free. Free performance. All I had to do was bring a couple people with me. Get to the door. I'm like, yeah, I think it's like they told me like $20 for my song. So I'm like, all right, $20. I'm thinking the $20 that I'm giving them is going to the song. Give it the $20. They was like, yeah, that's your entry fee. It's $100 for performance last. Well, I got a whole fly made, like a whole fly made and everything.
Sure.
You know,
And then they got the audacity
Is
to
it because you didn't bring enough people, or like what was that? What was that?
I got a fire made. Fuck that.
No, but sometimes it's like, all right, you perform for free if you bring 5 people, but if you show it by yourself, then you got paid the $100. Was it like that, or
I can read the whole time message.
and even if it was like that, that's goofy, right? Because now artists, that's why I tell that's why I want to preach to every artist. Know your strength. Know yourself. Like if you tell me bring out five
in my
people,
little box?
10 people, my question is how much I'm getting off of them to perform for you to see my 5 people. What the fuck that mean? What that mean? So like when I ask, should they ask me should every artist be paid to touch the microphone?
They say a ride back 10 or bring 5 people to perform free. Have music MP3 ready to email. See you Friday.
Who's the promoter? Put them on blast.
I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, so
Well, just send them to us.
yeah, send me that page.
We ain't shit.
Now, like, listen, because I'm gonna do a show dedicated to that one day. I'm gonna do a show, and I'm going to bring a lot of these issues to light. Because do I agree that artists should like pay to get in venues and to do things like that? I mean, yeah. If you don't offer the venue anything,
Join
then
my city.
yes, you should pay to get into the venue and get paid on the back end if you're taking care of your business right.
Hey, J
Now,
Money, this ain't my city, J Money. I ain't supposed to nobody.
nah, like you right though. I mean, nah, that's cool. Look, you should. Did you see my show a couple weeks ago? I was exposing everybody. I exposed them. I don't give a fuck.
He just
But
said we need to know, like so artists can know what to watch out for. You don't have to put them on blast right here. But I guess that's just the vision that some of the artists are looking at. Like, yo, bro, when we get down there, who should we watch out for? You know.
And
So
what's
I'm gonna
so
tell
crazy?
I'm gonna tell y'all like this, artists. When y'all
Nah,
come,
that's the crazy. Hold on, this the crazy part. 'Cause I was doing an Ugly Money Niecy show for his DJ. Now, taking Ugly Money Niecy was mad. He pulled me to the side and everything. He's like, man, why you ain't perform? I'm like, pay $20. I was here before 10. It was a line outside. Say before 10 though. I had like 9:40. Was waiting in line the whole time. I ain't getting in until 10:02.
and you never got a chance to perform.
I wasn't about to pay $100 before. Fuck that. I come support all day though.
Yeah, I mean, listen, like
I done already paid my $20, thinking my $20 was
all
was
right,
not,
so quick question for both of you guys,
was
because you
not Ugly
guys
Money
know I'm
Niecy.
not an
It's a
artist.
female.
What
But
would
not
you
female.
pay $100 to perform for, or maybe $200? Like, what would make you want to pay that much money to perform? What would you have to be getting out of the deal?
I so paying $100 to perform. You gotta have You gotta have, I need at least two major label judges there. You gotta be a big event. $100. I pay $100 just to cover that ticket to pay for my performance lap. But when I get there, I know it's 250 to sit right here, 350 to sit right there, 500 for this table. You know what I'm saying? I know that because
Mhm.
it comes with this $100 package. Now, here go $100. The venue small, but it's supposed to be a big venue. The table you can buy a table for $150. Why would I give you $100 and I can just take that and put that to a table?
Yeah, like
Nah, fuck that. So it's more of a I'm getting less from doing holes in the wall, giving them $100 from a hole in the wall because I'm not for sure if they really got these people coming to somebody that I know for a fact that I done perform for. So him get Boosie down here next to him and sign somebody, got Scrappy to co-sign for somebody, got you know what I'm saying, a couple of major label people, Thug to come down here, you know what I'm saying, grab people for this label. Like I done seen this shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
granted, I didn't win, but I saw it in person, so it's worth that $100. That worth it, but not for that small event.
man, like I'm gonna be really quick and straight direct, right? The only thing that's gonna make me pay $200, because let's just be real, I pay more than that to do shows. But
Yeah,
these
too.
things, these things are called partnerships. You know what I'm saying? If I
Mhm.
pay you two, three, four, $500, $1,000 to be on a show, then it's no longer just a show that I'm on. Now it's my show as well, right?
Okay. Right.
So that comes with things like, all right, splits, percentages. How much am I getting of the door? Do I get tickets?
All
Do
right,
I get
so
comps if this is a club? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
so
There
when
are
I so listen with them things, you do have that. You have your marketing, you have your shows that you do get tickets for and market it off. Then you have shows that are like contests for real.
I would never pay to be in the contest.
It's not. But it's a. I'm feel like this. It's a 90. I ain't gonna say it's 90. It's a 70-30 chance. 70% saying somebody, even if you don't win this show, somebody else from these labels can come grab you.
Let me give y'all the game. Let me give you the game of these contest shows, right? And this is something that I learned when I was working at Sony. But there's always some little guy that wants to make some money or make a name for himself, right? And what they do is these contest type showcase. But what these showcases are always catered around, and usually you have to really do your research, but they're always catered around one or two set artists, usually signed to whoever that person is that's throwing that contest. Now, what the reason for it ever been a contest is to create mass hysteria, mass promo, mass buzz to get people out to win some money, right? Everyone's gonna come out. Like I said up in the beginning, optics is more important. It's more important these days to look lit than to be lit. Would y'all agree with that phrase?
Say
So
that shit again.
no,
You
it's
Mhm.
more
said it's
important. It's more important to look lit than to actually be lit in today's world.
that shit
So
Right
sucks,
now,
don't it?
right
when you
now,
get
I'm
it
having good.
when you get it, that's how you should be, bro. That's how you should be. I don't expect anything less. But when you talk about contests, usually they're already predetermined. Now
Exactly.
the judge is already done. Um, I've seen people use Sony, use Def Jam, use Universal, other smaller labels like 300 ENT, QC, things like that. And usually what you realize is these people are called affiliates of. You know what I'm saying? They really can't do anything for you. So that's why I really don't. I don't like the word contest. People ask me. I do some
All
of
right, so
I do some of the biggest showcase in the DMV when I used to throw 'em. And I never ever ran a contest based showcase. And a lot of people ask me why is that? You
yeah,
know
you
what?
did.
And it's like, huh?
Yeah, you did.
Nah. Hosted one, not ran one. I've I've hosted them, but I've never actually threw an event that was based on the best performer winning something.
Um. Okay. So with that being said, for me, I don't believe in charging artists to perform for nothing.
Correct.
I don't believe it.
So it when it comes to deciding what the artist gonna get for performing, I think that's where the contest part comes in. It's not really a contest, but it's like somebody got to get something. All these people ain't come out here for nothing.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Sometimes,
And
like
see,
like like Honcho is saying in a broader spectrum, the platforms is what matters to artists more than um just actually like being somewhere. If it's a big enough platform, then
getting your
artists can
music
do whatever.
heard, getting your music heard is more important. That little money ISO. Yeah, I don't. I really don't like doing contest shows. I only did one. That's no. Let me get that right. I only did one contest show, like where I actually paid about 450, but that's because they gave me $150 back. I paid two different. I bought two different tickets to the same thing. What an idiot, right?
Shit, hey, it happens.
No,
You
not
be making
really.
it like
You
the thing
investing
about
in yourself.
what
You
people.
can't never
I
be
want
done
to
for investing in yourself.
I want to
But
correct
nah, I
something.
so one was an all access pass,
Right.
and the other one was an all VIP access pass.
Okay.
Which the all access pass was already a VIP all access pass.
Okay.
Mm.
The VIP the other one was a day pass, like a day pass. The other one I paid what 300 for. That was for the whole weekend. Like it was a weekend event.
Okay.
So it was like when the lady looked at the jump, she like, you paid for two different tickets, right? I said, shit for real. So how can I get my money back? Like she like, which ticket you want? You want the 1 day jump or you want the 3 day? Like, well, you want the 3 day. I look like I ain't got shit to do.
But like what I want to make sure that I address and stress is every single artist from the small artist to the biggest name in the world pays to perform. But what I'm not telling people that you shouldn't pay to perform. What I'm
You
telling people
investing in
is
yourself.
you have to
You
make sure
constantly say that, Six, though. You
like
constantly
because
tell the people not to pay
listen,
to
I
perform.
want like, and this is what I want to tell. Like, this is why I want to clear it up because
Hold on,
I
you
realize
can't even tell them that though.
I
That
realize the message get screwed. You should not
yeah,
be paying to perform, right? However, you have to invest in venues because you need these
yeah,
venues to perform. You need these venues to get paid for performing. So it's like, why would you pay a person $20 to perform one song when you and your friends or you and your folks can get together and put together your own concert series and buy the venue and do your own
exactly.
show and actually make your ticket money back and actually
Because
have
don't
people.
nobody really want to do the work.
No, it's
It's
not
not
even
really
that.
how I work.
Jezebel, you know what the real problem is,
So
Jezebel.
if you don't want to do the work, hire me.
But Jezebel, it's not that. It's not lack of not wanting to do the work. It's lack of not knowing. Do you know how many artists don't know that they can book their own venues?
If you look,
I think they know
I
that.
found
People
it.
just don't like artists will not they will have the money and won't spend it on themselves, but want somebody else to spend it and get paid for it.
Well,
And
because
see, this the thing, right? I'm trying. All right, so I found a spot down with that in South Carolina, 2 hours away from me. My uncle on the spot. Nice big ass pool hall jump, but it got a stage on it.
Right.
I don't know how much you'll let me rent this down out for. 400 and I keep the bar.
Exactly.
400 and you keep the bar. Well, I give you 500, you keep the bar.
But let me ask you a question. Have you asked any other club owner, not your uncle, that same question?
Yeah. I asked the nigga at the Ventura, what's on the north side. It's kind of small, but I asked him. He told me what like 1,200.
Right.
It's in a rich neighborhood. Fuck
Now, like,
downtown.
what was crazy is I went to this one club called the Public Bar, and I went in there. Me and Eddie Kane, and we sat down and we had a meeting. And they asked, we say, okay, to get this venue, what do we need? They said $5,000 for the venue. Now, immediately, this was when I was just learning how to speak to venues and things like that. In my head, when I heard $5,000, I'm like, oh well, this venue's out, you know. But then everything gets broken down and structured. It's like, okay, wait, 5K never comes out your pocket. It's like, all right, the bar is going to make their money, so that's going to the club, you know. Then you got maybe some positive door if the bar doesn't make 5K, then you're like, okay, well, the bar didn't make 5K. I got to put the difference to bring up that 5K, and the rest is mine and things like that. But when you stop, but like I said, the lack of knowledge is really crucial and critical. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, I tell everybody all day, like, why are you paying to perform? Like, what do you like? If you're paying to perform, you're automatically saying, I don't have anything else to offer but my monetary value.
And see,
So
I had to think about that shit too, right? And I was like, yeah, I keep paying $20, $20 to get on the performance slab. I'm like, yeah, fuck am I paying these niggas for? And they need artists, like, you know what I'm saying?
and
Like,
they need you to bring out people. I mean,
yeah,
if you get a promoter lit enough that you following, let's say I'm watching Jezebel and I'm watching like all her shows, and she hits me up and say, "Hey, you want to do my show?" And I'm a fan of her shows. I'm a fan of her events, and she tells me it's $100 to perform. Now at that point, I have to make a mind decision. Like, okay, I always see her shows lit. I know I can just walk in there by myself. Maybe it's gonna be 300 people in there, fans, right? So all right, she asked me for that money, cool. But then you're saying, all right, I just want to go ahead and hope her fans like me. It's like, where is the thought process in the artist's mind to say, how can we make this work together? Like, how can I
well,
do this one time? How can I do this for the month?
if Jezebel throw it, man, she better have butt naked strippers there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Whole time out, why she better have butt naked strippers? That
Bucket naked strippers. I do
And
got a show. We got a couple of shows coming up though.
I'm trying
But
to perform at a stripper party. That's why.
nah, it ain't even like it ain't. I get you six, but I sometimes think $100 is excessive if you're not giving the artist nothing.
no, listen. The thing about it is, that's the thing. But that's why I asked in the beginning. That's the promoter's decision to make to give the artist things, right?
Mm.
But but it's also up to the artist to know what they want.
What I did, y'all.
At the end of the
And
day,
what they're worth. What they're
yeah.
worth.
At the end of the day, listen, like I said, if a promoter says to me it's $100 to perform, you're gonna get 20 tickets. The tickets are $20 a piece. That's, you know what I'm saying. Blah 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 blah. You get about 10-minute set. You know, you can put these things and structure these things. But if someone says $100,
Jay Buddy, don't be over here trying to steal my business.
Hey,
I
J
I'm
know,
Money.
joking.
I
You,
know.
I
hey,
ain't,
you already
he
know who
got
I
all the
am, J
baddies
Money.
though. He
We're
got
gonna
all
see
the
some
bad
guy
bitches
that
though.
I know. I
look.
didn't. I didn't went to a J Money showcase. Me and Beezy. You know who I
Oh.
am.
I don't do no stripper shows, so I won't be hosting. or be, I
Jay
never
Money
do a
stay
stripper
with the
show.
bitches.
I have a a strict rule about performing with strippers
I
on
just
stage.
hit you. Huncho 59. That's me.
I have a strict rule about performing with strippers.
Fuck no, I love strippers.
But you also
Listen,
don't like the
It's
attention.
white
You
folks.
also don't want an
I
award.
don't, I know. So put it like this. I don't like the attention that people give me, but I love being around females. You know what I'm saying? Like the combination female. I don't gotta say nothing to no female. It's
Oh, they
just
just
the company just being in their company is like,
the perks of looking good, huh? Huh,
you know
Cho?
what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like
2020. It's 2020, y'all.
Y'all crazy.
2021.
Yeah, it's the 2020s.
Oh, 2020s.
Yeah, it's a whole new world now. Like everything is like different. I'm still trying to.
Now, I'm single till I'm 35, and we not doing open relationships. Don't hit my line.
God damn, is that what every nigga is on in 2021?
It seems like every person is on that.
Cause it's like man, you can't find like you got so much motherfuckers not really. It's not even the booties no more. Like me personally, I don't give a fuck if she got an ass on that. As long as she got some titties though. That she got some titties. Nah, Jamie, I handle. Give me a Cola Ray.
Yeah,
Give me a love and China. You know what I'm saying?
on the road
Give
like a
me
little boy. He built like a little boy. Look, yeah, so, hey,
They
so
call
I
me
so
Big Fur.
when that project
gotta
drop,
make
I'm
that.
gonna make
I
that pussy
can
purr.
make that joke.
when
For
when that
real, you
when
hear
that
me?
EP
Hey,
drop again,
Drop
when
a
that
whole
y'all
mixtape
crazy.
out of that. She be
when that EP dropped again,
June 4th.
June
Joan
4th.
Full.
Forever Big 50. That's it. Forever Big 250. June 4th. Look for the HK single with the king, because I am a king. There's only one Huncho KB. That's me.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
You got any shows coming up? Any shows you working on?
Right now, I'm on the all season right now.
Okay.
I'm stacking up right now. I'm stacking up on material.
Okay.
Right in. I ain't really open up to the world. I'm trying to get my funds and shit right up the pot to go along with what I'm can't have you can't have money. You can't have a project without putting money behind it. Regardless, I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't give a fuck what it is. $100, $50.
Tell
You
them.
got you gotta have something to put behind your project. So
That's
every
facts.
everything I'm doing right now is stacking and just you know what I'm saying. My brother he forced me to drop this project. So by him forcing me to drop the project, cause the project been done. Like this project been done for like 4 months now. Like right after when I dropped.
Hmm.
Oh,
It,
let me see when I dropped the my other joint.
Hey, you into trolling online? You been doing that?
So I dropped that. I dropped Forever Sky February 25th, 2021. What month is it?
This is May.
May 31st. Tomorrow be June, y'all. It's the first of the
It
month.
so 3 months after I dropped Forever Sky, and then I'm gonna drop. I ain't gonna tell y'all the name. July 7th.
Why you not gonna tell us the name?
I just told y'all the name.
Huh?
I just told you the name.
Oh, we
You
talking about
said
the other
Big
one?
Sky 250?
Uh, July 7th.
Forever Scarred.
Nah. I so Forever Sky dropped February 25th.
Right.
Forever Big 250 dropped June 4th.
Right.
Forever Big 250. That's what it is.
July 7th dropped July 7th.
Ah.
So it's called July 7th.
Yeah.
Oh, you playing mind games. All right.
What what does that what does that what is July 7th?
Big
Significant.
250 birthday.
Okay, dope.
Told you everything I'm doing is wrapped around his name. That shit tatted on the hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm forever holding his name. That's that's my angel right there. So he got me on this pit. He got me on this road. The
Nah,
one
straight.
I told you, no funny. I did not listen. I did not want to do music. Like I perform, but it was his thing though. You know what I'm saying? I do it because he wanted me to do it. Like I ain't really that type to want to be in the light, be around. Like he knew that. Like I don't want to be around. I do too much shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't trying to be out there showing my.
Speaking
It's
of that, right? Let me ask you a question real quick, right? On subject or off subject. What do you think about the status of Nipsey Hussle?
that is rest in peace, the great here legend. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. You give him legend status?
I give him legend status. This is why.
Mm.
This is why. From somebody that came from the project, strict household, mother and father Muslim, family Muslim. They had, it's a strict, and they foreigners. Get that straight too. They foreigners. This man was selling CDs out his trunk, $100 a CD.
Out of the store, but yeah.
No, no, on his trunk.
Well, I haven't heard that story.
Jay-Z bought all his CDs out his trunk.
Well, let me I explained to someone else because I did follow that story when it happened. That was an interesting story there.
Even if it did or did not happen, I'm feel like this.
Yeah, it didn't.
Shorty dedication, and his worth and his knowledge that he was into, bruh. It just put him in a different. It put him in a pop bracket. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Cause,
No, would
'cause
you? I stated that he is a legend of his hood, but not an industry legend.
all right, so no,
Okay.
I put it like this.
I can see
No,
why
he's
you
not.
said that.
No, he's not an industry legend because he didn't set no records. He didn't break any records. I give you that. I give him a world legend because you're gonna remember Nipsey Hussle for the shit he was saying, regardless if that's
Do you think Nipsey Hussle will last 5 years from now? We'll be
yeah,
listening to Nipsey Hussle's music.
yeah.
Interesting.
Why? Why I say that? Because you got people that rock with his vibe, like his the way how he spoke his word, how he spoke what he done with his soul, his story on them beats, bro. You'll get amazed by that man. His nod,
But
his
you remember how I started the show off with the word acceptance.
yeah.
Except
He accepted.
Hmm.
Who
Not
you
by
think?
our people.
What
Our
you
people.
mean about our people? All right, so you got. I'll put like this. We're in a bracket right now because we got like I'm gonna say like 20% of people that listen to them blacks listen to Nipsey Hussle.
how many percent?
20%
Of black people.
of
Yeah, that
black
sounds about right.
So what do you think
and
the other?
majority of the black people that listen to Nipsey Hustle music is in California.
Hmm. At
You
least
have
13% of it.
yeah, and then you have probably what 8 or 9 other states that probably bet plastic on a once in a blue moon, which
Maybe.
is which is DC for being one of them.
Maybe. I haven't been to
You'll
DC.
be surprised walking into somebody's house hearing Nipsey Hussle playing.
Yeah, you would be surprised. Like I ain't gonna lie, I haven't heard of Nipsey. I listen to the radio now. I haven't heard a Nipsey Hussle song on the radio in like months.
I haven't even, but
The thing about it is,
Marathon, the Mur.
he
This why I
made
say this.
gang rap
This
music.
he made
Gangster rap music.
nah, cause he wanted he talking gangster. Have you listened to any of his songs?
Yeah. What was he talking
He,
in his in the one of the singles that was on his newest project, Rap Niggas, right?
yeah,
I
I
mean,
ain't
like,
nothing like you rap niggas.
right?
Yeah.
Which is telling you niggas, which is the same thing you would tell anybody else. Don't let this money confuse you who I am.
Correct. Correct.
So by you thinking by and that message wasn't at all to the blacks at all. If you really pay attention to it, if you
Correct.
paid attention to his whole album, he was actually talking to the white people in higher power. Don't confuse me as a rap nigga that'll let y'all fool me and think I'm dumb and I'm blind to what's going on. Nah. Why you think they killed that man? They used another nigga to kill this nigga.
Well, he wasn't killed by. He was killed by street shit, like awesome street shit. You
And
think it was an industry flag?
listen, listen,
But
listen,
you know, conspiracy theorists think of it
listen.
as the bigger picture.
Fuck that. Late it I so
Like it was a message behind, like it
nah, no,
wasn't the
no.
guy that did it, it was a reason behind the guy that did it.
Listen. They
Yeah.
took it off the internet before man, they took it off the internet. Nipsey then down the same. Nipsey died in the hospital. They made it so that Nipsey died in the hospital.
Man, what like the
Want me
thing?
to tell you who he was calling for?
Yeah.
That wanted him to hit him, to wanted him to get this shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Natural. He wanted to go natural. Call Dr. Sebi. Even though Dr. Sebi was dead, but he had a student that still practices what he was doing.
Right. So like that's one of the most interesting topics right there because I believe that certain levels it's like COVID, right? It's like the COVID shit. When everyone was passing away due to COVID-19, it was automatically no matter what you passed for, it was COVID. So
Yeah.
when you make it to a certain level, no, if you or me make it to the point where our records are on big pop and shit, if something happens to us, they're gonna automatically assume that the label has something to do with it. I mean, but Nipsey
But
Hussle, the thing that this is my position, right? Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace, great talent artist right there. Definitely did his thing. But when I talk about legends in the game, I talk about people that actually like elevated, changed this shit. I mean, look at we give 50 Cent his credit because he took a bad deal at Columbia
Yeah.
and rose above it with Interscope and G Unit
that
Records.
nigga a legend of shit talking, just like Mayweather. What the fuck is you?
Yeah, he is a legend. But he also created other people that are gonna be like eating the music forever and movies and shit like that, right? So I look at um Nipsey Hussle and I'm like, all right, that dude did a lot of shit. Nipsey Hussle's family was good. Like Nipsey Hussle's team was good, but his mentality was for his set, you know what I'm saying? For his gang, for his crew.
That
And
nigga that paid in movies and all that.
who Nipsey?
Yeah,
Yeah, but nothing like box office. You know what I'm saying? Not nothing like big dealish.
what's right.
Not legend stat. Like you watch sports.
So what movie you don't think was in the movie theater that he
What
played in?
I don't even know what movie he was in.
Animal Animal 3 came out in the movie theater.
Which one?
Animal, all the animals with the big strong dude prison. Yeah.
I never seen it. I never
Gilly the
seen it.
Kid was even in the movie.
Who was?
Gilly the Kid.
What
But
movie?
I know if Gilly the Kid was
Animal.
in the movie, it was low budget. It was not a box office movie.
Six, you
Blockbuster.
always on some bullshit.
Now, like listen, like this is the only reason that this is the only reason. Like I don't know because I don't get like a lot of people get on me for my talks with Sean Taylor, right? And a
Yeah,
lot of
that boy alone.
you know it. I gotta touch it.
Yeah,
But a
that boy
lot of people
alone.
give him a legend status, and I challenge that as well. You know,
I'm not a Redskins fan.
yeah.
I don't give him I don't give him I give him a legend of Washington. Like Washington football. Like I don't even matter of fact, I don't even give him that. I give him the best playmaker Washington had in the early 2000s.
Even that's strong. Even that's strong. They had
But
LeVar
it
Irvin,
was. Because if even though they had Champ Bailey, they had Champ Bailey,
Dion.
uh Dion, then they had him at the free was strong safety. Uh
Listen, like this is my thing, right? I don't even give. Listen to this.
they had LeVar Arrington.
I don't even give Dan Marino legend status.
But guess what? Fuck all of them. I am a legend.
And
Rest in peace though, y'all.
Yes,
like
you are a
it's
legend.
crazy. It's crazy, bro. Cause like we, you're legend in the making. But like I tell everybody, the word legend is all
I'm a legend now.
it's all based on the legacy that you leave.
I'm a legend now.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not gonna argue one's perception of themselves.
And my legend is not what I did to the world or what my legend is me overcoming a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of monsters that I done left. It's a lot of monsters that I done left that motherfucker remember me, but at the same time, my most best legacy are my kids.
Yeah,
That's
and
my
but
legacy.
the thing about it is that legacy is this is crazy because I don't want to offend anyone, but your legacy for anything that you have until you're done living, the legacy can be tarnished, can
My,
be, branded. But until like I ask people about legacies and legends. I mean, like someone asked me, do I consider myself a legend? And I'm like, a legend in the making. You know what I'm saying? Because it's legacies. What do you leave behind? Who do you put in position to be and do what you're doing after you're done? You know, who is it that keeps? Who is it? How will your name be kept going? Now, I don't look at when I say people like why you don't give Chantel a legacy. Well, he didn't bring them to a playoffs to a Super Bowl. He didn't bring them to a level of greatness or something that you will remember them by. He didn't even have them as like the number one defense at that time. To where it's like, yeah, when Sean Taylor played, he was the number one defense. You know what I'm saying? So
So is Kwame a legend?
Kwame Brown is the biggest bust that I can mention. And the reason why I give Kwame
So
Brown the
is he
biggest
a
bust,
legend though? You didn't answer the question.
he
Would
is
he be a
not a
legend?
legend. Kwame Brown is not a legend.
And it's Kwame.
Kwame is definitely not a
Thank
legend.
you.
The thing about it is this, right?
He's the legend of checking motherfuckers.
I, I mean, like, the thing about it is this, like, Michael Jordan is a great player, but
he ain't a legend.
he ain't even a legend. You
That
know,
nigga hate niggas.
these are things that, like, these are things that, like, Bob Marley is a legend. You know what I'm saying? Like Malcolm X is a legend. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are people that changed not just the mind frame of their family, but everyone that they touched and everyone around them that lives on still to today. You know, so it's like one love, my man, one love. We all take that. We all take these things. So I mean, like I'm looking at I look at a lot of lists because nowadays everything is about a list. Everything is about trying to make these lists and get on these joints and do all these major great things. But I'm like, now how are we really thinking about our legacies when we're able to crown any and everybody a legend right now. We have to start thinking about that because our legacies is something that we have to start thinking about, especially as artists, as public figures. You know what I'm saying? We're like, shit, this word getting thrown around like this. Do I
Oh,
have to have a social standard?
would you crown young boy a legend?
Your NBA young boy? So
No, now.
let me put it like this. I wouldn't crown NBA young boy at this current point. If NBA young boy was to die 10 years from now, like 5 years
Why
from
was
now
that
or
the
whatever.
same thing I was thinking? I was like, if he died tomorrow, then maybe, but
No,
right
I
now,
mean,
no.
even still, like a lot of people don't understand with these young, new young rappers and why they get called the title legend so fast, right? It's because when, like I had to explain to my mom, we're at a point right now in our lives where our midlife crises are happening in our 30s, some of them in our 20s, right? So when these new youngins are coming up, they like 19, 20 years old, 17, 18 years old, and they're already thinking, build a label, build a team, build wealth. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that I can leave something behind. I mean, look at Excess Tentacion. This guy is dead now in almost 2 years, but his whole team still eats today. His whole team
Right.
can still tour today, and it's like people don't understand why is he a legend. Well, 7 to 8 people are eating off of him. You're That's correct. Like that is correct. You're not a
You're
legend.
not a legend until you die.
You're not a legend until you're
I'm
dying.
immortal. Fuck
It's
this.
also based on what you leave behind. Now, unfortunately, guys, it is our time. And KV Huncho KV, great
Let's
show today.
go.
Hey, look, we already know you got the project dropping on June 4th. Tell everybody where to find you at, where they can follow you at, how to find you.
And follow me on Instagram at Huncho HUNXHO59. Follow me on Twitter, Huncho HUNXHO underscore fat KV. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Facebook, Huncho KV, same way, everything the same way.
And y'all make sure y'all go
Thank
follow
you.
him on Spotify, Apple Music, and all that good shit. You got the singles
Thank
up there.
you.
You got Forever Scarred already up there right now. And got a couple of other singles up there right now. Definitely, y'all go follow that.
Tap
Jezebel.
in, tap in with me, June 4th. Swag,
Hey,
3250.
Huncho, first
Yeah.
and foremost, I want to thank you for your continued support. Like, use a A1, like, no bullshit. Like, thank you for continuously supporting Boss Biz Radio. So, thank you so much. Um, hey, we got a lot of things coming up. Friday's about to return on the 11th. Hey, so
Yeah.
six. Hey, album release is coming up. Also, we got a showcase coming up as well, y'all. I will be in Atlanta. The end of June. Six. I hope you won't be coming up while I'll be going down. But Huncho, please save me some of that good gas because I'll definitely be hitting you up when I get down there. And
Tap in. Tap in.
So
I'm about
look,
to
yes.
go. I'm about to go to the weed man house now.
and look, I'm like I said, y'all already know what time it is. We got the new project dropping in next Sunday, so y'all definitely tap that in. We
Send
got
me
Huncho
something,
dropping
man.
Friday.
Send me something before I can drop on this new album, on this new tape, man.
Man, shit. Hey,
Yes.
I got you. I'm gonna send you some, dog, because I got some work actually. I got some work. I'm gonna send you some stuff. Send me your email.
Yeah.
Put your email in my inbox.
I'm about to put it in there
You know what
now.
I'm saying?
Bless. Both of
We
y'all
got the
stay blessed.
You know it, bro. We got
Yes.
the That's So Six release party happening at the end. That's July 1st.
July 1st.
So
We
all y'all
lit,
tap in with me.
bitch.
We got Jezebel hosting that one. That's gonna be nice, y'all. And
Y'all already
I'm
know.
trying to tell y'all, we gonna have J Money in the Gears, Lover, Wild gonna be in the building.
Shout
We
out
got
J
a lot of
Money.
good acts. We got Skywalker, Nate. We got not Nate, Stars Walker. He's gonna be in there doing his thing. So like I'm real live, like happy lit right now. And this is real good time for us, Balls Biz Radio, because our numbers have been going up. We going crazy right now. And we got some nice people coming in next week. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. And y'all make sure y'all be here each and every Monday. And y'all already know at this time what time it is. You should
Put
have
them
them
roaches
roaches
out.
down. got those little blunts, put them in the thing, and getting ready to roll up another one. Cause I know I am, and we out.
We
Ah,
out.
nah.
Hey, we live, bitch.
Yeah.